Hello, welcome to another Retro Core. A while back you may remember that I did a video on the Retro Flag Pi case, the one that looked like a Super Famicom or European SNES. Well, during that video a lot of people pointed out that there is a Mega Drive variant, but they did say that the quality was not as good as the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom version. Well, here it is. Is this lower in quality than the Nintendo equivalent? Well, we're going to take a look. First of all, I've got to say that the box is really good. I love it. It's so nice. It's very reminiscent of a real Mega Drive. It's beautiful, to be honest. Even the bottom has the print on it. Good stuff. So in the box, you get the following items, which I've already taken out. So we get this little manual. Very simple to understand, I think. And we have the actual case itself. Now just take a look at this. Isn't that beautiful? That's really nice. And just on looks alone, I've got to say it is better than the Super Famicom or the NES version. Sorry, SNES version, or SNES if you're American. It's really nice. It looks just like a mini Mega Drive. Even this bit is all glossy as it should be, and the rest of it is matte finished. So what do we have? Well, we have a working power button. We have a working reset button. The volume control actually ejects the top. Check this out. Isn't that cool? And basically you can put all your SD cards in here, just store them in there. That's lovely. Okay, around the front of the machine, we've got the two USB ports for your connectors. Again, in the right position where they should be on a Mega Drive. This side here actually opens up. Check this out. This is wonderful. It's a little bit tough to get open. Here we go. Isn't that nice? So it gives you access to the micro SD card slot. That's excellent. Okay, around the back, we've got the HDMI out, the power in. And we've also got, sorry, my mistake. That's audio out, HDMI out, and the power in right there. Now, on the side where we should have the Mega CD connector, it actually does open up, as we can see from the bottom of the unit. We open that up, and it gives us access to more ports. Alright, so let's actually open up the machine and see what's inside. It's not screwed together at the moment, so we can just pull it apart. Here we go. So I'm going to put that over there. Okay, so this is inside the Retro Flag Mega Drive setup. Alright, so we get a little screwdriver with screws so we can screw the machine down. We've got our USB cables to connect the Pi to it. A power connector there. And another connector right here. Okay. Now, one thing that people did point out when I covered the Super Famicom version or the SNES version is that I didn't actually put a RetroPie into it to see how it fits. Well, that's going to be rectified in this video because here we have a Pi3 Model B Plus. So the latest version you can get at the moment. And I have actually installed RetroArch onto this. So it's actually loaded up with software, and we've even got a couple of heat sinks on here as well. So one there, and one on the bottom to keep things nice and cool. And micro SD card is already installed, as you can see. So how easy is this going to be to put together? Well, that's going to be news to me because I have never actually put this in here. I basically just connected everything up raw. Alright, so let's take a look at the instruction manual. Alright, so according to the instructions, it's fairly simple. Yeah, looks fairly simple. Alright, let's put this together. So let's get the RetroPie fitted into the case. Now, first thing you got to be careful of is the RetroPie actually doesn't go in this way up. It goes in upside down. So that's a little bit unusual, I guess, but that's how it goes in. And what we have to do is we first need to connect the two USB connectors to the port furthest away from the Ethernet cable. So this port here. These are going to be our joypads, I guess. So let's connect them up. Oop, in we go. Right, they are in. Now we've got to connect up the main connector here. And this will connect to the pins here on the side of the Pi. Okay. And they actually connect to, let's see, this side here. The side furthest away from the USB connectors. So let's connect that up, and we should have, let's see, make sure I get it the right way around. There's no cable in there, so there's a pin with no cable in, and that should be on the inside. So yeah, that's actually the right way around. Let's plug that in there. Okay. Now there's also a safety shutdown switch here, which you can switch on or off. It's actually off by default. So I'm going to leave that off for the time being. There's also a fan connector as well, but this Pi doesn't have a fan connector since we have the heat sinks on it. Now what we got to do is try and get this into the case. I think that's going in fairly well. Yeah, that seems to be in there. Okay. And we'll screw it down into position. If I can get the screws open. Ooh, here we go. Right, let's get some screws out. Guess we're using the longer screws for this, are we? So find out. Nope, not the longer screws. They're too thin. Alright, out they come. Guess we're using the short stubby screws. Alright, let's plug in these short stubby screws. We need one here. Actually no, according to the instructions we just screw them in here and here. Okay, no problem. That explains why there's only 2 short stubby screws. Yeah, it seems to be in fairly well. Alright, so checking around the back, we can clearly see that all the ports are lined up. So that's good. So now what we have to do is put the top back onto the actual machine. Make sure the buttons are lined up. Alright, get that in focus actually. Right, here we go. Now for some reason this is not going down on this side. So something is fouling. What could that be? Take out the SD card just in case it's that. Yes it was. Alright, top tip there, you have to take out the SD card to actually put the case top on. Ooh. And put the SD card. Oh, that's why, because the SD card slides in there. What an idiot I am. Alright, SD card, in you go. Alright, let's screw this baby up. Okay, now that we've got it all screwed together, I'd just like to show you that you do actually still have access to the Ethernet ports which are here. And there's a small little catch here which you can take off to run your wire through. So it's still going to be pretty seamless even when you got the little clip on like that. Because your cable would go in through this little port right here. Alright, so it's all connected up. What we're going to do now is connect it to the TV and see if it functions. I'm looking forward to this. Well, that didn't go to plan, did it? I was originally going to show you the Raspberry Pi running in the little MegaPi case down there, but the Raspberry Pi has decided to die. Yes, yesterday this thing was working perfectly fine. When I set everything up, installed the RetroPie software onto here, no problems at all. Had a good couple of games on it, shut it down correctly. Tried to boot it up just now, nothing. Complete and utter dead. So yeah, That's no good, is it? So, never mind. But at least you can see that a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B Plus does fit inside this case perfectly fine. So yes, the case itself is not a problem. The case is marvelous. I really do like this case. But unfortunately, the Raspberry Pi died. God knows what happened to that. And yes, I was using the correct power supply and everything for it. So I really don't know what happened to it. It's just bit the dust. Okay, anyway, until next time, keep on gaming and enjoy your games. Take it easy.